Good morning, my beautiful butterflies. It is June 19th. It is a Friday, so happy Friday. My week has been kind of interesting. The first half of the week, I had appointments, so I really didn't do anything. On the 17th, I did get some cash back for $1.20, which, yay, it's money back. Yesterday, I went out. I decided to go to Tumwater, which was a good idea for me. Granted, I was going to originally stay in town in Shelton, and my first order that I got, I wasn't even to Shelton city limits. Like, I was still a good half hour from being in, like, Tumwater, and I ended up accepting a batch that was for Tumwater. I think it was at Fred Meyer's. I'm pretty sure it was at Fred Meyer's. I don't remember, but it was a couple bucks. Like, it was 2 digits, over $10. But I don't remember what it was, but I know that it was super close. Because it was only 1 digit for the mileage. And I was planning on going over to Tumwater anyways. I had a date yesterday. So, went over there. I ended up, there were I delivered it. And on my way back, there were 2 or 3 orders for Costco. But I did not do them because they were double orders, and they wanted to go down all the ways to Rochester, which I don't go that far. So I just declined. I didn't accept them. I just went on. Plus, I had to get gas. At this point, once I delivered, I needed to get gas. I was at half a tank, so I found my way to the trading post. It's called Camelchi Trading Post, and they have several locations, and they have one in Tumwater. So I went there, got gas, filled my car up. And then I started accepting, or I went back online, and one of the first orders was for Lowe's. It was either Chef Store or Lowe's, and I don't remember which one it was now. I think it was Lowe's, but it was to a different Lowe's than I had been to before. I didn't know that this Lowe's existed. So, went there, got the items. It was only 1 or 2 items, and it was weird because they had 2 aisle 2s because there was the garden aisle. Did that, delivered, and then of course the person that wanted it delivered, they wanted me to meet them, and I stood outside for a couple minutes. Normally, and it's what's kind of cool is normally they make you wait 10 minutes, but yesterday it was only a 3-minute wait, and I still had 30 seconds on my timer, and the person opened up the door, so I was able to get going. I think I did 2 more orders. I think I did a total of 4 orders. Sorry guys, I'm awake, but I'm not. And then I got another order. I think that's when I had the chef's order. And that one I had to refund an item because they just didn't have any substitutions. If I would have gotten them, I could have gotten them something bigger, but I think they just wanted the one size. And it was to kind of this little tiki bar place. So that was kind of cute. And then I was headed to take a lunch break, and I got another order for Lowe's. So I did that one. That was just a Dremel set and some drills. And that one there, I had to wait for an associate to unlock the little drill pieces. Although the whole Dremel set, which was 3 times as much, was unlocked. Well, it was technically in a locked area, but they had the door open. So I don't understand it. I mean, these little drills were like $20, and the Dremel set itself was over 60. But anyways, the first order that I had at Lowe's, which was just some like grass seed, I think it was what it was. I actually had to call Instacart because it said that it was more than expected or something like that. Like my total was too high, even though that's exactly what it was. So I had to call, then they finally approved it. But anyways, after I delivered the chef store item to the tiki bar, and I was, like I said, I was heading to go to get some lunch, another Lowe's, that Dremel set came up. Yeah, the Dremel set came up, and it was to the senior living. Well, I'll say it was to this apartment complex that was like a whole bunch of like duplexes and triplexes. I'm not really sure. Anyways, I ended up, my car was starting to overheat, so I parked it under the shade, and I got directions. Somebody was sitting outside, and they helped me find where I needed to go. They just pointed it out to me. But I got that delivered, and then I decided right then and there, or actually, excuse me, let me back up. Before I went to go get the Dremel set, like when I was on my way, there was a Safeway right next door to it. So I stopped in at Safeway real quick and got me my lunch, which I just got a turkey and cheese sub and flavored water. And I got a bag. I could have done without the bag. I got charged for the bag, which was 12 cents plus the penny for tax, so 13 cents. And then I did the Dremel delivery. Once I did that, though, I was like, okay, I'm done for today. It was getting hot out. I was getting hungry. My car needed to cool down. So I was like, I'm done for the day. I went to Tumwater Falls, which is where I was supposed to have my date. We were just going to walk around. So I got there early, let them know, hey, I'm here already. And so I ate my lunch. I ended up going back into my car, getting on my computer, on my laptop. And I thought I had downloaded basically like a free, it's called OpenOffice. It's basically a free version of Microsoft Word. And apparently it didn't download all the way, so I had to re-download it. And as I was doing that, my date said that they were there. So I got out, we walked. Apparently there was a tree that fell down, so part of the pathing was blocked, but I told them, I was like, I want to go down and let them know, because on their sign they said basically a future closure as of the June 1st through June 5th, which was the 18th yesterday. I just let them know, hey, you might want to take that date off of there if it's just for today. So we went back. We did the whole, basically the whole thing. I got in over 8,000 steps yesterday. I was so ecstatic about that. My date and I had a pretty good time, just talking and walking. At one point, we didn't go down to one set of stairs because, like, literally as soon as I turned to go down the stairs, I got a little lightheaded. So I was like, nope. Not to mention, like, they had railings going down the stairs, but they were wide they were wide and flat. If it would have been like a bar, a circle bar, I would have gone down. But they were flat and wide. So I was like, nope. We just kind of stood there for a minute because there was a nice breeze going by. Stood there and talked. And then I was like, okay, let's go ahead and head back. Because I was starting to get tired. Getting exhausted from the heat. So we went back. He walked me basically to my car. Very sweet, even on our walk. There were a few branches that were a little bit low, but they were like the super like light branches, like just a little bit of leaves, and he still like lifted them up. I thought that was so cute. Because he's like 6'2", so, and I'm 5'5", so he's a little bit taller than me. Anyways, we had fun. We talked. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get going because we just weren't really talking much more at this point. Like, I felt like I was just going on and on and on, but we talked about a lot. And so then I gave him a hug. It was kind of an awkward hug, but I think those first date hugs are always kind of awkward, to be honest. So then we kind of went our ways, and last night at one point he's like, I had fun. I was like, so did I. And we've talked a little bit, and last night. And then on my way home, I did stop. I was hungry for ice cream. Well, I was hungry. And not to mention, Safeway had a deal for their half gallons for $1.39 of milk. And you could get up to 3 of them, including chocolate milk. So I went to Safeway, my local Safeway, and they were completely sold out except for the fat-free milk for the $1.39. So I was like, nope. Now I could have gotten a regular full-size gallon, but I still would have, I would have been paying $3.29 a gallon. Fred Meyer's tomorrow has them on sale for $2.29, so $1 cheaper. But today is a 4-time Friday. Now, as far as what I made yesterday, sorry if I keep going back and forth, guys. That's how my brain is. Yesterday during Instacart, I made $43.19. I put $21.10 in gas. I paid 13 cents for that bag fee, and then I spent $7.61 on a peanut butter parfait. I was craving ice cream, and I had actually bought ice cream with my food card because they had a sale also on some of the ice cream. I got 2 Eggo waffle. Well, they weren't the Eggo brand. It was Safeway's brand of waffles because they were on, I'll say clearance, but they weren't clearance. They were just their red hot deals. They were 2 for $5. So I got a chocolate chip one, which was the last one. And then I think it was either Homestyle or Buttermilk. I can't remember which one it was. So I had chocolate chip this morning. Chocolate chip waffles this morning with hazelnut spread. Yummy, 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 yummy. I shouldn't have had that, though, because my blood sugars were high this morning. And then today, I was supposed to be going on a date this afternoon at noon. And I sent a message this morning saying, are you ready for today? And I just checked my profile and messages 20 minutes ago, and there is nothing there. Like, I think they unmatched. Deleted their profile, something. So they ghosted me basically. So, which sucks because I was kind of looking forward to that lunch date kind of, but not really. But it sucks because I could have left early this morning and went out. And granted, I still could have. But I kind of had decided this morning that I was going to just wait until I go in for that lunch date to go in and do my grocery shopping, and then, to go in for my lunch date, take a look and see what the weather's like, maybe do a couple of local in Shelton orders if I get any, and then do my shopping. So I'm kind of pissed off about that, but I do have, and I did pick up Chobani Flips. I got this one, and then I got a chocolate strawberry. I can't wait until I get the chocolate strawberry one. It's kind of like my little dessert at night, so, I'm going to buy more of those when they go on sale. But anyways, so I'm just kind of chilling this morning. I'm probably going to go in the next, it's 11:16 right now, so I'll probably leave in the next half hour or so. I was worried yesterday because my car decided to do the dang thing where it doesn't want to start right away. It started this morning, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I still haven't heard back from my interview, which Sunday, if I don't hear back by Sunday, then I get to call. I'm not going to call until then because I was told that they should call me, and I was told, if I don't hear by Sunday, to go ahead and call Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do. But I think I'm going to take a little bit more time. I did check. I went and got my laptop out of my car when I checked my car. And again, I had to re-download that program because it wasn't on there. So hopefully now it is. Sorry guys, I have one of these stickers that I did the diamond art on, and it's all messed up, even though I coded it, so I'm gonna have to recode it. See? So it was all kind of smushed up on this side. I don't know. But anyways, I re-downloaded it, so it should be good to go now, since I got through the whole install and downloading without closing the lid. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. Yeah. I'm going to let you guys go. I might go grab me a snack, make me some lunch, and then go head to town. Bye bye, my beautiful butterflies.